Game double tap here, folks. I'm back. I'm thinking I'm back. Yes. Mike here, Game Double Tap. Welcome back to Iktah. We got to get started. Again, I'm going to try to play it a lot this year and see how much we can grow this game up and get stronger. I'm hunting wabbits. Woo! You know, it's like, oh, wait. Be very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. You know, Elmer Fudd that thing. You know what I'm saying? We got some Iktah coffee. We also have some wonderful My Noise in the background. My favorite sound scheme right now. And actually some tutorials that have popped up on my Iktah screen, which we're going to check out. I'm actually going to put on the 8-bit music from Iktah because I've actually, since I've been messing around with Conjury, I've been able to integrate Conjury's music with my music. So, hey, you know, that's the thing about My Noise. I was reading some of My Noise's information in their directory on their, options section, and their app is actually designed to integrate with other apps' music. I'm like, so while I was trying to reinvent the wheel, they'd already done it already. So, yes, if you are using My Noise, you simply need to look at the options for the soundtrack you're using and the music you're using, and you can actually have My Noise integrate its music with the music that's currently playing, and you don't need to do anything else. Then you get the best of both worlds, which is amazing. So, we're good. I've been sweating because of that post-flu thing, so I imagine I'm going to be cold, hot, but I'm still over my flu, but it was a long road, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit here before we get started. But first thing I'm going to do is let you turn my speaking rate down, let you hear this new tip. Then we're going to put on the 8-bit music, 60%. And then we'll get into chatting, and then we'll get into playing.
Words, characters, vertical headings.
I think I'll keep it at 60%. All right, so here's the tip. Looks like there's a tip by Iktah about skill buttons.
Heading not found. Long press on the skills button below to see your progress for all skills at once.
I still get a little bit of sinus issues going on here. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what they're trying to teach us here.
Audio ducking, volume, speaking rate, 55%.
Wow, that's still kind of fast. Let's turn the speaking rate down a little bit more.
Characters, vertical headings. Vertical navigation, headings.
For some reason, the speaking rate goes fast in this game. I don't know why. All right, let's go with words.
Press.
All right, we'll try to read this little message and see if we can digest it. It says long press, so I think we could pull that off.
See your progress.
Okay, so long press on the skills button below.
4. All.
And that's going to show us to see our progress. Okay, that's good to know. Long press on the skills button below to see our progress. And that's going to do it, and that's going to give us the progress for all skills at once. Okay, so
it will also show you any active potions and how much time they have remaining.
We'll just experiment with it, see if it works, and go from there. Okay, let's get clear of this. Okay, good. Oh, there's the information. It will also show you any active potions and how much time is remaining. So why don't all of you try this too? And if you are an expert Iktah player and you have some tips and tricks, I'd love you to jump into my comments and let people know what tips and tricks you're using. I know a lot of you are very big Iktah players, and you are going to help me get better at this game. You know, we can't do this alone. As my girlfriend always says, we all need help. We can't do this alone. You know, we can't do this alone. So no matter if it's an accessible game, a guide dog, you know, Braille, anything, you know, we can't do everything alone. We need each other. We need help. We need support. So I always have to learn that lesson the hard way. You know, I'm a person that's very prideful, and I hate asking for help. But sometimes you have to have help. Yeah, like I said, I was talking to my girlfriend about that yesterday, and she was mentioning that, and she knows I'm really bad at asking for help. I'll sit there and suffer for hours, instead of asking for help. I just do not like asking for assistance. Just irks me. But we all need help. And there's nothing wrong with it. I can't grow string beans. I could, but I don't want to grow string beans, and there would be no way to do it. There's no garden nearby. And if there is, that'd be way too much trouble when I can just have Safeway send it over. So we all need help. It's help in some way, shape, or form. Maybe commerce. Maybe it's a suggestion, advice. Maybe it's a pick-me-up. Maybe it's just a consensus to a bit of help. But that's it. We all need help. And again, I want to give my girlfriend big shout-outs for her sage and wise advice. And that will be one of the things I go into 2024 with. I'm looking for this year, one of the things I'm looking for this year is to make changes and create positive structure forward. And if that means a little help here and there, that's fine. But I've always been really bad at getting help and changing. So I'm going to try to do all that this
Inventory.
year.
Heading.
Anyway, that's the advice from Iktah. Now let's see if we can get that music
Inventory.
up.
Button. Shop.
Hit that OK button.
Inventory. Button. Shop.
All right, let's see if we can get the music up.
Settings. Button. More settings. Button. Settings. Button. Settings. Settings. Button. Settings. Settings. Button. Huge bag. Image.
Okay, more settings.
Tiny eye. Huge combat equipment.
Settings.
Skills menu. Inventory. Shop. But more settings. Button. More settings.
Okay.
Go back. Button.
Let's try more settings button. Okay, they need to do something about these more settings and settings, which is, okay, usually, typically, settings is the button that has control for all the things you need to do, like BGM, ambience, sound effects, popping over to the Discord, things like that. This game doesn't have it in the right place. It has more settings as the settings button. I think those should be reversed. I think what the game meant to do is have more options, and those are typically in-game kind of stuff. Settings are usually control of the game itself, so I think they could probably fix that really easily. It just seems like it's just a language thing, so they could just flip the titles of those two tabs or whatever they are. Again, if they could solidify the tab system in this game, that would really help a lot.
Turn sound effects off. Help pop-ups. Button.
Okay, we're going to turn the music on. We'll see if we can control the volume of it.
Notifications. Button. More. Help pop. Turn sound effects off. Turn music on.
I'm going to turn the music on. Let's turn it on.
Turn sound effects off.
I don't know if that's too loud.
Help pop-up. More settings. Button. Notifications. Button. Feedback. Button. Socials. Discord link. Button. Twitter
it's a
link.
little loud.
Reddit link. Button. Reddit link. Socials. Notifications. Button. More setting. Help pop-ups.
I'm trying to see if there's no
Go back.
volume
Button.
control
Go back.
on the background music. Yeah, there's no control on the music, so I don't
Go
know.
back. Button. Go back. Button.
I like it,
Heading.
but it's a little loud. Okay, we'll see how long I can deal with it. We'll try to keep it on as long as we can.
Button.
It's a little loud though.
Shop.
All right.
More settings.
Now let's
Settings.
go
More settings.
do what
Button.
we're gonna do.
More
I don't
settings.
think I can deal with
Go
that.
back.
Sorry.
Turn music off.
It's too loud. I'm gonna turn it off. Sorry, it's just too loud. If it had a volume control, if I can make it 50, if the developer could put a volume control for that lovely 8-bit soundtrack, which I like.
Go back.
Mind
button.
you, I'm a
Go
big
back,
fan
button.
of 8-bit.
Inventory. Heading.
But we need some volume controls so I can turn it down. All right, let's get over to what we were working on. Last
Skills
time we
menu.
were hunting
Equipment.
rabbits,
Button.
and it
Combat.
was a
Button.
grueling
Equipment.
process.
Button.
And let's
Skills
find
menu.
out if we
Button.
got stronger. Let's check our settings.
Equip. Skills menu. Button.
Well, they said double tap
Wood
and
cutting.
hold, right?
1/1. Health. 10/10.
I'm doing it. Did it do something?
Defense.
I don't know.
Strength. Attack.
Oh, good, it worked.
3/3.
Double tap
Go
and
back.
hold.
Button. Total levels 23.
All right, let's read through our stuff.
Attack. 3/3.
Here we go. Wow,
Strength,
we're level 23. It's
1/1.
hard to believe we're level 23.
Defense.
Our attack
1/1.
is still pathetic. We need to buy a weapon.
Health. 10/10. Defense.
Our strength
Health.
is pathetic.
10/10.
Maybe we got to work on that today.
Wood cutting. 1/1.
Defense is 1.
Mining. 1/1. Fishing. 1/1.
Health is 10/10.
Gathering. 1/1.
We're not very
Crafting,
good at wood cutting.
1/1.
Mining 1.
Smithing. 1/1.
Fishing 1.
Cooking. 1/1.
Gathering 1.
1/1. Combat level 3.
Crafting 1.
Combat level 3. Go back. Button. Go back.
Well, our combat
button.
level's 3.
Inventory.
We've been working
Heading.
on that a little bit. Okay, that's it. Well, not bad.
Skills
We got
menu.
some okay
Button.
skills. Let's go back. All right. Well, that
Equipment.
works. If we need to look at
Combat.
our skills
Button.
at a glance,
Huge bag.
that is
Image.
great.
Tiny eye. 1. Image.
All right.
Actions available.
What's the next
Red fur
step
logs.
here?
1. Image.
Inventory?
Tiny eye. 1. Image. Actions available. 1.
That's in our bag.
Huge bag. Image.
We have a tiny eye. It came from a monster. We're not
Combat.
sure. It could have been given us
Huge
to.
bag.
It could have
Image.
been given to us
Tiny
for
eye.
free.
1.
I don't
Red fur
recall.
logs. 1. Image.
Huge bag was given to us for
Actions
free, which
available.
was really nice. Now, it says red fur log, kind of a misnomer because it's not in our bag. So that I know of, I'm not sure. So those are the kind of things that would be really helpful if you tell us how many we have. Like, I am sure it does eventually, but right now, for an early player, it's really confusing. Now, the tiny eye, I think we know we have that one because we looked to our inventory. But a lot of stuff you just have sitting outside of the bag, and I know you're using those as place markers for us to go locate items. But it's so confusing when all that stuff is just
Equipment.
sitting around. I'd like it to just stay in the
Skills
bags.
menu.
I'd like the
Equip-
user
combat.
interface as
Huge
clean as
bag.
possible,
Tiny eye.
so
1.
I don't get
Huge bag.
confused.
Image.
Let's go to
Tiny eye. 1. Image. Tiny eye. 1. Go back.
that's
Go
our
back.
image of the huge
Bookmark
bag.
Item. Button. Go back. Bookmark item. Tiny eye X1 rarity. Common. Delete
Okay,
item.
tiny
button.
eye.
Go to location. Button. Delete. Go back.
This is our inventory, I
back.
guess.
Inventory. Heading.
I
Combat.
don't need
button.
that. Let's go back. So we're in our
Huge
inventory.
bag. Image. Tiny eye.
Yeah,
1. Red fur
we're
logs.
in our
1.
inventory.
Image.
So
Red fur logs. 1. Go back.
I guess they're
Go
in the
back.
right place.
Bookmark
I'm in
item.
the wrong place.
Button. Go back. Go back. Bookmark item. Button. Red fur logs X1
Let's see if we
rarity.
have. I think
Common.
we have one red fur log. Yeah, we
Go
do have
back.
one.
Go back. Inventory. Heading. Inventory. Heading.
Okay,
Inventory.
we do have
Heading.
a fur log.
Inventory. Heading. Combat. Button. Huge bag. Image. Combat. Huge. Tiny eye. Red fur log. Sort type.
There's no way to go
button.
back from inventory.
Items in current bag. 2 of 30.
Combat. There's a sort type. Okay, we have 2 items in our bag, so that helps a little bit. At least they've got a lot of really helpful sorting things at the bottom of the page. Navigating them, you have to work on that a little bit yourself, so that's going to take practice. Again, a lot of these things are, folks, because I'm
Combat.
very,
Button. Huge bag.
very,
Tiny
very,
eye.
very
Red fur
weak
log.
with the user
Sword type.
interface.
Items in current
And
bag.
you're
2 of
probably really
toggle hell.
expert with it, so.
Toggle hell. Tiny eye. 1.
And we got
Image.
toggle help.
Combat.
I forgot
But
what that
huge,
does. I'm
tiny
gonna
eye.
hit it anyway.
Red fur log. Sword type.
I'm gonna hit it just
Tab.
in case.
Select an
No.
item. Long tap. Enter multi-select mode. Tap
No, it
plus
didn't do
drag.
anything.
Reorder items.
Oh, so you can organize your inventory
Items in
with
current
the.
bag. 2
When
of
I
30.
tapped that help menu,
Tap.
it showed
Select
me
an
a
item.
way to
Long
double.
tap.
I can
Enter
basically
multi-select
drag
mode.
items around.
Tap plus drag.
That's maybe
Reorder
something I
items.
can do in the future. I might need that help.
Items. Toggle hell. Inventory. Heading. Toggle hell. Toggle
Oh,
hell.
cool. So you can reorganize your bags. That's really great. I do like that.
Combat. Button.
Let's toggle that
Huge
off.
bag. Image. Tiny eye.
Again,
1.
if
Red
the
fur
buttons
log.
would make
Sword
some
type.
confirmation,
Button.
that would really be
Items in
helpful.
current bag. 2 of toggle hell. Inventory. Heading. Inventory. Heading. Toggle. Items in current bag. Sword type. Red fur logs. Tiny eye. Huge bag. Combat. Button. Equipment. Button. Equipment.
Let's go.
Helm spot. Button. Toggle hell. Equipment. Heading. Toggle hell.
Let's go to equipment.
Helm spot. Button. Image.
See if there's
Weapon
anything in
spot.
here.
Button. Body spot. Button. Shield spot. Button. Glove spot. Button. Leg spot.
right.
Button. Ring spot. Button. Boot spot. Button. Equip food. Button. Combat. Button. Boot spot. But equip combat. But equipment. Button.
Cool.
Skills
I really
menu.
like our
Button.
equipment. I can't wait till we start putting equipment on.
Inventory. Button. Shop. Button. Shop.
Let's go. We don't need to really look at skills menu.
A simple shop.
We're just gonna
Image.
try to do
Top of
different
screen.
things.
Shop. Heading. Toggle hell. A
Let's
simple
go
shop.
to the shop,
Image.
see if there's anything we can buy.
Golden Sunstone status.
You know.
No more ads. 2 times offline progress. Daily mastery potion.
Golden
$4.99.
Sunstone status.
Button. No more ads. 2 times offline progress.
Yeah.
Daily mastery
I might have to
potion.
get one of these things. That's cool. What does it do? I would love a daily mastery potion. That might be the only way I can get through some of this
$4.99.
stuff,
Button.
man. It's like getting me a thing. Yeah. Might have to get me a daily mastery potion.
X1 mini mastery
I wonder if it's a
potion.
one-time.
Plus 100%
Again, if the
XP
developer
gain
could
for
tell
10
us if
minutes.
it's a
Add
one-time
image.
fee
Times 1 minutes
or
plus
is it
100% XP gain
recurring.
for 10. Mini mastery potion. Add.
Okay, that's really confusing. We need to clear up these. Everything here is written so incredibly
X1 Royal Goblet.
difficultly,
Non-combat skills are 3% faster
hard to
while
comprehend.
equipped. $3.99.
We need to clear up
Image.
some of this
X1 faster
information.
while equipped. Royal Goblet. Non-combat skills are 3%. $3.99. X5 small potion pack. Plus 100% XP gain for 1 hour. $1.99.
Yeah, I probably could buy some of
Image.
this stuff.
Times
I'd get
5.
stronger
Small
real
potion
fast.
pack. Plus 100% XP gain for 1 hour. $1.99. X25 big potion pack. Plus 100% XP
I probably
gain for 1
wind
hour.
up buying at least 3 or 4 of these
$7.99.
items
Image.
because
Times
I'm tired of
25.
being a
Big
weakling.
potion pack plus 100% XP gain for 1 hour. $7.99. X1 royal chest. Contains a royal item. Image. X1 item contains a royal chest. $3.99.
That's kind of cool, but I wonder if it's like a very low-level royal item, and what exactly are royal items, and how powerful are they? And here's where I think if the developer wants somebody to buy this particular item, give us a preview of what the possibilities are inside of this chest. Like, you can make it like i.e., you can get a royal blah, a royal this, and a royal that, and it can come with this many items or consumables. So I think, sorry, I'm adjusting my mic. Apologies for the noise. I think this is one of the situations where
X50
knowing
lightning
exactly
pack.
what
Double
I'm
attack speed for 20
investing
seconds.
in would be really great.
$2.99. Image. Times 50 seconds. Double attack speed for 20. Lightning pack. $2.99. X50 water pack. Every successful hit is a crit for 30 seconds. $2.99. Image.
I don't see the point of a
Every
lightning
successful hit
pack.
is a times 50 crit for 30 seconds. $2.99. Combat. Button. Shop. Heading. Shop. Toggle
I
help.
wouldn't know if that's good or bad. It sounds good.
Inventory. Inventory.
All right, well, the
Shop.
shop's
Button.
interesting.
More settings. Button. Settings. Button. Settings. More settings. Shop. Button.
Let's
Inventory.
get out of
Button.
there.
Skills menu. Button. Equipment. Button. Combat. Button. Combat.
Let's go to combat, get our business going here. We've already done some perusing. Again, we're making sure we're comfortable with the menus and everything. If you want to check out my first video of this one, I've been playing this for a minute. Not very often because I still have a long way to go. I have to have the energy. I have to have the mental focus to really play a deep RPG. But again, if you want to check out my first video playing, it's in the description, and feel free to check it out. I actually still do believe I did a little brief first listen for it on Game. It wasn't really my typical first listen review, but the game is pretty well known, so I didn't need to really break it all down like it's the first time anybody's ever seen it. So I wasn't the first person to check it out, so I just did a quick little 8-minute chat about it. So if you want to check that out, swing by Game. You can hear me chatting about it and my first feel for it. Again, it's been rough because I'm still very new to its user interface and to its rules. I have a lot to learn about the game itself.
Equipment.
All right.
Show drops for rabbit. Image.
Cool.
Toggle help.
All right. Let's kill some rabbits or bugs or whatever. Spiders.
Toggle help. Do battle with your enemies and gain experience
All right.
in the selected combat skill. Equipped food will be eaten
toggle
automatically at 80% health.
Let's let it give us
If
a
you are
little
defeated,
hints here.
combat will stop. There is no other penalty. Tap an item to show help. Rabbit stats. Show drops for. Toggle help. Toggle help.
All right. I'm getting better with this toggle button. Let's untoggle. So toggle to bring basically your tutorial information up, and it's very well written, so I definitely want to give the developers A+. Excuse me. The tutorial information is written very well. I definitely want to give the developers A+ across the board for doing a really good job of explaining with the tutorial in a very clean, concise way. So, and also the ability to turn off the tutorial at your own pace, just anytime you want. It's great. That's also really, really important. Stuff like that really makes games funner to play if I could easily get help when I need it and not have to listen to it incessantly. So I do like that. Yeah, big shout out to Marissa. I know you're still not feeling well. Feel better, my love. She is still suffering from pretty massive, ugly flu. She's, as many of you know, she works at Axis Ingenuity, one of the big companies they may not have 1 million employees, but what they lack in employees, they make up for in pure genius. They're creators of a lot of IP stuff, and they teach accessibility, and they do all kinds of really, awesome stuff. So if you are using a DOR and you want to get some really good training, you want to You want to work under me? Yeah. You want to work under me? God, this gangster will put you to work. No, I'm just kidding. I don't work for Access Ingenuity. I don't have the education. I don't have the education. I don't have the skills. But Marissa does. So she's got a few degrees. So if you want to get some good education, talk to your DOR and tell them, hey, I want to go to Access Ingenuity. I want to get more skills. Swing by Access. Talk to your DOR. Talk to whoever. Definitely get Marissa as a trainer. She'll take care of you. She's awesome. And then don't forget to say, let them know, hey, there's a YouTuber that mentioned you guys, and just say Michael Gray. Just whisper my name like Voldemort, Michael Gray. Yes. Make money. All right, so, but yeah, if you want to work, if you want to get some education, and I'm telling you, Marissa's an expert. Swing by Access Ingenuity. Talk to your DRI. Talk to your DOR. They'll get you there. They'll get you hooked up. Remote, in person, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll even send a baby goat. I'll send a screaming goat to help you get your education. So, anyway, moving on. Anyway, Marissa, feel much better, sweetie. She watches my videos, so she's very sweet. She's a very lovey girl. She's a very lovey girl. She watches all my videos. Yep. So let's see. My top things. I'm going to keep adding up these issues. My top things I'd like to work on here with this game, and probably I'll be writing an email to the developer. Number one, can we get a volume control on the soundtrack, because it is adorable. I'd like to keep it. Number two, little bit of I don't know. I'm going to reserve that one. Number one, I'm going to say the number one problem right now is I'd like to get a little help on that soundtrack. That's the thing I want to work on. Sound effects, I'm not worried about. They're fine. I think the sound effects should come up. They're a little quiet. So maybe more sound effects. Maybe some variance in music. So sounds like my biggest concerns right now are just cosmetic, but that'd be great. I'm going to let you know about the user interface. I'm going to reserve judgment on the user interface right now. I think it is very reasonable. If I feel like there's a way to make it feel better, and it's not just me being petty about it. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I'm getting over a flu. And then my voice sounds terrible. You love to hear that. Trust me, you love it. You love it. I sound like I sound like Bigfoot. I sound like the abominable snowman. Abominable. I can't say it this year. I've never been able to say that since I was a little kid. Abominable snowman. But yeah, those are currently right now. I'm just gonna say soundtrack is my number one thing. I want to get working on that with the developer we can alter and fix that a little bit. Let's put on now. I like to not make you guys think I'm here to complain about stuff. I'm not. That is not my thing. I am not a negative Nancy. Let's talk about my super positives list. Right now, the shop is sick. That's a lot of cool stuff. Let me tell you something. Most developers, their shops are trash. There's nothing in there but, hey, what a common cloak. This shop's got good stuff in it. Good stuff. So, yeah, the shop is the shining star. And I hope there are many more shining stars. But Shop's fantastic. So many cool things I want to try. So many things I want to buy. They're very shiny. Nice and shiny, you know? So the shop's number one right now. That's my favorite thing right now in the shop. Number two, my second favorite thing is the number of crafting and skills that we have. That's very unusual to give an RPG player all those possibilities. That's something like I'd do with an RPG Maker game. Like I'd make all those skills and stuff and say, all right, I love that the developer put all those in. So that's lovely. So those are my two top positive lists for it. I only have one on the I want to work on list.
Show drops 4. Rabbit.
All right,
Rabbit.
let's
Rabbit.
keep moving. Okay, we're
drops
observing
4.
the rabbit.
Go back.
It
Button.
has drops. Let's try to get more
Go
information
back.
here.
Previous enemy. Button. Rabbit.
Let's
1x
double
small claw.
tap. Show
Common.
drop. What's the drops it has? So I'm learning a lot
1x
of
tiny
stuff
eye.
here.
Common. Next enemy. Button. Combat.
Okay,
Button.
so it drops a claw. Also, that's where the tiny eye comes
Go
from.
back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading.
All right, good. We got the information. So now we know the rabbit drops the claw and the tiny eye.
Show drops 4. Rabbit. Rabbit stats.
We're
Attack.
learning.
2. Strength.
Again,
1. Defense.
the key is you
1.
got to go
Hit
through
point.
each part
6.
of these menus.
Player attack speed. 3.0s. Enemy attack speed. 3.0s. SWAT weapon. Image.
I think we're going to work on our
Change
defense
selected
today.
combat skill to attack. Improves your chance of hitting a target. X equals attack level. Enemy defense attack. Level 3 attack experience. 135/210. Change selected combat skill to attack. Improves your chance of hitting a target. X equals attack
I
level.
wonder if we
Enemy
should
defense
switch to
level.
something
Hit chance equals 50
different.
plus 0.75 star X. Button. Change selected combat skill to strength. Determines how hard you can hit. Max hit equals 1 plus strength /3. Button.
Let's change this.
Strength.
I'm going to try to
Level 1 strength
improve our
experience.
strength
0/63.
So, let's see if we can get this up. I think this could
Equip
help.
weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Button.
So we need to get this to 63. So let's work on that today. Yeah, we don't have any weapons. I wish, okay, so my number 2 want list would be if we could just let this stay on idle. I understand that's like not playing the game, but it's an idle. Make it an idle. It's idle Iktah. So is there a way to just leave this on and just let it fight for like 6 hours?
Equip weapon. Start combat.
Because
Button.
like I said, you only get 1 second combat, then you got to redo it again.
Choose combat
I mean,
spot.
you know, it's a
Button.
little tough on your wrists. Okay, let's work on strength. Let's stop complaining and let's get strength up.
Button. Lock.
All right, we got strength, and now
Choose combat
another
button.
thing is
Lock.
I'd like a little information about what this combat spot
Button.
means.
Lock. Health. 1.
Loft is 1. Button loft. Okay, these are the parts I was a little confused last time, as you all recall. I'm sure you all have been writing comments, but of course I'm so lazy I haven't been over to the comments. I'm not really lazy. I'm just overwhelmed and tired. And like I said, it was a very busy end of the year, and I wanted to spend it with my family. So I spent all Christmas with my family, something I've not done before in the past. And this time, I definitely put 100% of my effort into spending time with my family, and I feel good about that. But now it's time for you people. All right, so I'm gonna spend more time with you.
Combat. Button. Health.
Let's see
1.
here.
Button. Lock.
So I
Button.
don't know
Lock.
what
Choose
these
combat
different
spot.
little
Button.
nodes are.
Choose combat spot. Go back. Button. Go back. Button.
I'm
3.
gonna button that.
This is your combat
Okay,
level.
it says choose combat spot.
3.
See if I learn to do anything here.
This is your combat level.
Oh,
Your
see, it
combat level
has.
is the
I found
average of the
something
4
new.
combat skills. Attack. Strength. defense, and health.
This is your combat level.
Combat levels are used to unlock things like new combat spots. OK, button.
Well, I found something new. Okay, I'm learning here.
Combat.
Okay, we
button.
learned something
OK,
new.
button.
So
OK.
the average
Combat
of all of
level
our
3.
skills kind of gives us some kind of
The hayloft.
amalgamation of
Combat.
something.
The hayloft. Combat levels. 2,
Hit
4.
that OK button.
Combat level 3. Combat
Okay.
level 3. The hayloft. Combat levels. 2, 4.
Okay.
Spider. Combat level. 2. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Lock. Requires combat level 5.
Okay. Okay, so those must be the areas we go to. So that's pretty self-explanatory. We go to different areas. There's different animals and creatures
Combat
to deal
level
with,
3.
different critters. And we're given a
hayloft.
little bit of
Combat
basic
levels. 2, 4.
information to know whether or not we're ready for
Combat
those
level.
areas.
Combat
Okay.
level 3. Combat level 3. Go back. Button. Combat levels are used to unlock things like new combat spots.
Okay. Okay. What did I do here? Okay, I went back.
Combat level 3. The hayloft. Combat levels. 2, 4.
Okay.
The hayloft.
Okay.
Combat. The hayloft. Heading.
Does that mean anything? All right, I just double tapped on the hayloft. Again, there's a lot of hidden buttons. And if we could work on the want list to fix a little bit is if we could put buttons
Show
on a
drops
lot
4.
of these things
Rabbit.
here.
Rabbit stats. Attack. 2.
And
Strength,
it's okay if you
1,
pop up
defense,
a tutorial
1,
when I go
points,
to a new
6.
spot. That's great.
Player attack speed. 3.0 s. Enemy attack speed. 3.0 s. Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to strength.
I think for now
Determines
we
how
don't need
hard
to
you can
worry
hit.
about the logs
Max
because
hit
we're.
equals 1 plus
I mean, we can go to
strength/3.
different spots, but for now, I think we're fine. Okay, we're on strength, so that stayed the same. I like that. On the positive list, our buttons are not flipping around, which is great. So when I leave something somewhere,
Strength.
it stays
Level
there.
1 strength
You'd be
experience.
surprised how many
Equipped
games
weapon.
just
Unarmed.
don't have a good
Start combat.
control over
Button.
what the players select. So
Choose
that goes on
combat
the
spot.
positive
Button.
list.
Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Let's start
Go
combat.
back. Button.
Let's start combat.
Go back.
I love
Button. You
the
were
sound
defeated.
effects. Again, the sound effects are one of the best things about this game. That's on the positive list.
You were defeated. Go back.
See,
Button.
again, I
Go.
wish there was a. I
You were
understand how to
defeated.
do this
You were
fast, but I
defeated.
mean, I wish there
Go
was a way
back.
to just
Button.
leave it on.
Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. The. Characters. Vertical headings. Heading not found. Heading not found. Strength. Level 1 strength experience. 3 vertical navigation.
Let me put
Button.
on the headings.
Locked. Strength. Level 1 strength
Let
experience.
me try vertical
3/63.
Oh yeah, vertical navigation works well.
Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Button.
Oh, cool. We got some experience. We got some strength because of that. So we are going up. So let's work. There we go. Vertical navigation, folks. I just got a nice little thing there. So vertical navigation was effective in moving around this
Choose
menu.
combat spot. Button. Start combat.
Of course, the developer
Button.
can put some headings
Stop
in there.
combat.
But yeah,
Go back.
vertical
Button.
navigation is working really well.
Go back. Button. The
Start
hayloft.
combat.
Heading. Show drops 4. Rabbit. Image. Rabbit. Rabbit stats.
Yeah,
Attack.
we did. We
2.
got wiped.
Health. 1. Skills menu. Button. Health. 1. Button. Button. Locked. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Yeah,
Go
it's
back.
so
Button.
slow.
Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Just finger navigation seems to
back,
be the
button.
fastest.
Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat.
Just bring your finger down to the bottom of the screen. It seems to be the fastest.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button.
I love this.
Go back,
I can't wait
button.
to level up one of
Choose
these
combat
skills.
spot. Start
Woo!
combat. Button.
God,
Stop
I love
combat.
their sound effects. It's beautiful.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hit. Change selected combat skill to strength. Strength. Left equipped weapon. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back.
Again,
Button.
every time I swing and
back,
hit,
button.
that's one dead rabbit.
Go back. Button.
In
The
my
hayloft.
opinion.
Heading.
Because they don't have much health either.
Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back.
And every
button.
time they hit me, that's
Go back,
one dead
button.
player.
Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat.
Again, this is a long process, so if you want to fast forward 10 minutes, go for it.
Go back. Button.
I don't have that option.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat.
The leaf
spot.
blowers
Start
are
combat.
coming.
Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Ooh, we lasted a long time that time. That was sweet.
Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat. The hayloft. Head. Choose
We need to
combat.
get some more
Start
coffee
combat.
here, too.
Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat.
Ooh. God, love that.
Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Rabbit stats. Attack. Player. Enemy attack. Player attack speed. 3.0 s. Enemy attack speed. 3.0. Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to strength. Determines strength. Level 1 strength experience. 36/63. Equipped weapon. Choose combat spot. Start combat.
We're doing good.
Stop
We're
combat.
halfway there.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat.
I'm starting
Go
to get
back,
hungry,
button.
too.
You were go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
I feel
Go
like I
back,
need some
button.
cereal.
You were defeat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading.
Think we're gonna get some munchy going action here. All right, I think we are going to I'm gonna let you guys listen to my waiting room music, and I'm going to get some food because I am hungry. I need some food. I need some cereal. So where's you guys' waiting room music here? Waiting room music. This must be it. It sounds like this is one. No?
Hello, and thank you for calling. Please hold on, and we will connect you.
I'll be right back.
Are you still there? Please hold a moment. Sorry for the delay. We will connect you shortly. Are you still there? Please hold on. Hello, and thank you for calling. Please hold on, and we will connect you. Are you still there? Please hold a moment. Sorry for the delay. We will connect you shortly. Are you still there? Please hold on. Hello, and thank you for calling. Please hold on, and we will connect you. Are you still there? Please hold a moment. Sorry for the delay. We will connect you shortly. Are you still there? Please hold on. Hey, hold on everybody, hold on. Somebody just joined the party line. Hello, who's this? Hello, who's this? Hello? Are you there? This is the party line, can you hear us? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hey! Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Line. Who is this? Well, we've got something for you playing at the cinema later today. He knew she was in the house. She knew he was in the house. They knew they were in the house. What happens next? The latest feature from Scare Films. I know you're in the house. Hello, how you doing over there? Can I your order? Hey, I said hello there. Can I take your order? Looky here, pal. I don't got time to be playing games. I got a busy kitchen over here. What do you need? All right there. You had your chance over there. Forget about it. Get the fuck. No. Hold on. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. Hello? 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 Is anybody there? Hello? Hello, and thank you for calling. Please hold on, and we will connect you. Are you still there? Please hold a moment. Sorry for the delay. We will connect you.
Almost back.
Are you still there? Please hold on.
Thing is so cute. That's my noise maker that designed to combat telemarketers. You can play several different, as you noticed, things. Hey, a little cereal. I'm a little hungry.
Toggle health.
I didn't have my
Show
oatmeal
drop
yet.
rabbit stats. Attack.
All right.
2. Strength. 1.
We're doing good.
Choose combat spot.
We're
Start
getting our
combat.
strength up there.
Button.
Hopefully we can level
Stop
it.
combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipped weapon. Start
We have a
combat.
long
Button.
way to go.
Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Change selected combat skill to strength. Determines how hard you can hit. Strength. Level 1 strength experience. 48/63. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Change selected combat. Swap weapon. Image. Button. Health. 1. Button. Lock. Button. Lock. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hit. Equip. Choose. Equipped weapon. Strength. Left equipment. Button. Combat. Health. 1. Button. Lock. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The halo. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Level 2. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading.
Hey, we made it.
Show drops for Rabbit. Rabbit stats. Attack. Player attack speed 3.0s.
Level 2.
Enemy attack speed 3.0s.
Let's see how big level 2 is.
Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to strength. Deter strength. Level 2 strength experience 66/133. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Strength. Change selected
Not bad.
combat
It's a
skill
long
to
way to
strength.
go.
Change selected combat
double.
skill to defense. Increases chance to avoid enemy
Let's
attacks.
level up another stat.
X equals defense level. Enemy attack level. Avoid chance equals 50 plus 0.75 start X. Button. Defense. Level 1 defense experience.
Let's try this one.
0/63. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Let's get this to level 2 at least.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Equipment. Combat. Health. 1. Button. Lock. Button. Choose combat. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipment. Button. Start combat. Start combat. Button. Help. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Button. Lock. Button. Lock. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The equipment. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Go back. Button.
Yeah. I'm hoping I
Start
can
combat.
toggle
Button.
it on.
Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Equipment. Button. Combat. Health. 1. Button. Lock. Combat. Button. Health. Button. Button. Lock. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat.
Finish my cereal. I'm sure you noticed.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Swap weapon, image. Choose combat spot, start combat, stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, but choose combat spot, start combat, stop combat. Go back, button. Go back. Change selected combat skill to defense. Defense. Equipped weapon. Start combat, but stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back,
Killing
button.
bunny
Go
rabbits
back,
for a
button. The hayloft.
living.
Heading. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button.
Getting
Go
killed
back,
by bunny
button.
rabbits
The
for
hayloft.
a killing.
Start combat, button.
I keep
Start
killing
combat,
the bunny
button.
rabbits.
Stop combat.
They keep killing me. We don't know where we're
Go
gonna
back,
end
button.
up
Go
and
back,
be.
button. The hayloft. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Start combat, button. Stop combat.
Time for some
Go
idle
back,
coffee.
button. Go back, button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Start combat, but stop combat.
It's good. Coffee's good.
Go back, button. Go back, button. Go back, button. Go back.
We're gonna
Swap
keep
weapon.
going till we
Image.
level the defense stat. The only
Choose
way we're gonna
combat
get out
spot.
of this is
Start
we
combat.
get stronger.
Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. The hayloft. Heading. It. Choose combat spot. Start
hopefully
combat.
we'll level up.
Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button.
Yeah, we are considering buying some stuff from the shop.
Go back, button.
Why wouldn't I?
Go back,
I support
button.
developers.
Go back, choose
It's not
combat
about pay to
spot.
win, it's
Start
about
combat, button.
pay
Stop
to
combat.
fun.
Go back, button. Go back, button. Go back, button. The hayloft. Heading. Equipment, button. Equipment. Choose combat. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Swap weapon, image. Choose combat spot. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Swap weapon. Enemy attack speed, 3 points. Health, 1. Button. Lock, button. Choose combat spot. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Health, 1. Button, lock. Button, lock. Choose combat spot, button. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Choose combat spot. Start combat, button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. But. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Health. 1. Button. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipment. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Level 2.
You clean my phone screen. Hey.
Go back. Button.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait. We need a little.
Go back.
We need
button.
a little fanfare
Halo.
for this.
Heading. Enemy attack speed.
All right, we're
3.0
level
S.
2 and everything. Let's
Start combat.
Let's go back up to
Choose
attack.
combat spot.
Let's try some
Button.
spiders for a while.
Choose combat spot. Combat level 4.
Let's go to lot.
The Hayloft. Spider. Combat level 2.
Let's choose a new combat spot
Spider.
here.
Combat the
Let's
Hayloft.
fight some
Heading.
spiders.
Toggle hell. Show drops 4. Rabbit. Image. Rabbit.
Let's
Rabbit
fight
stat.
the spider.
Attack. Player attack speed. Enemy swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to defense.
Why didn't you
Increases
say the
chance to avoid
spider? I want
enemy
to fight the
attacks.
spider.
X equals defense. Change selected combat skill to attack. Improves your chance of hitting a target. X equals attack
let's-
level. Enemy defense level. Hit chance equals 50 plus 0.75 star X. Button. Attack. Level 3 attack experience.
Let's-
135 slash
Let's
210.
get this up. Let's work on attack. Yeah, let's try to get this up to 210.
Change selected combat
Probably,
skill to attack.
actually avoiding
Change
getting
selected
hit.
combat skill to
Let's
strength.
improve our chance of getting hit.
Change
Let's
selected combat
decrease our
skill to
chance of being hit
defense.
again. Let's get that to
Increases
level
chance
2.
to avoid enemy attacks. X equals defense level. Enemy attack level. Avoid chance equals 50 plus 0.75 star X. Button.
Let's get defense up.
Defense. Level 2 defense experience. 69 slash 133. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start.
Let's
Choose
get this
combat
up a little
spot.
higher.
Button. Locked.
Yeah, let's get
Rabbit
this up
stats.
one more level.
Attack. 2. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Button.
I'm gonna see if
Choose
I can go
combat
to a
spot.
different
Button.
place here.
Choose combat spot. Combat level 4. The Hayloft. Combat spider. Combat question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
Get
The
it.
Hayloft. Combat level 4. Combat level 4. The Hayloft. Combat level 4. The Hayloft. Combat spider. Combat level 2. Question mark. Question mark. Question spy the Hayloft. Combat levels 2 4. Combat
Okay, I
level
guess
4.
we don't know. Those
Combat
are,
level 4. Combat level 4.
I don't think I can get
Go
out
back.
of the hail
Button.
up, so
Go back.
I don't know why
4.
we can't fight the spider.
This is your combat level.
Maybe it's just
Your
random.
combat level is the average of the 4 combat skills. Attack. Combat. Okay. Button. Okay. Combat level 4. Equipment. Button. Combat.
Okay, our
lock.
combat level's
Requires
4 at
lock.
least. At least we've
Requires combat
averaged up
level.
our
Lock.
combat level.
Requires combat
Okay,
level 5.
I'm gonna, nothing I can do about
Question mark. Lock. Requires combat level 5. Question mark. Question mark. Spider. Combat level 2. Spider. Combat the Hayloft. Heading. Toggle held. Show drops 4. Rabbit. Rabbit stats. Player attack speed 3.0 S. Enemy attack speed 3.0 S. Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat defense. Level 2 defense experience 69 slash 133. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
All right, let's do this.
Go back.
Let's get this
button.
to level
You
3.
were defeated. You were defeated. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Health. 1. Skills menu. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Choose Equipment. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Screen is. I need to wipe my screen down.
Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Swap weapon. Image. Swap weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat.
That was
Go
a
back,
long one.
button. Go back. Button. The hayloft.
That was a good long fight.
Change selected Health. 1. Swap weapon. Image. Start. Swap weapon. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Change selected combat. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back.
That was
button.
a good hit.
Equipment. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Swap weapon. Image. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Show drops for. Rabbit stats. Skills menu. Button. Equipment. Button. Swap weapon. Image. Player attack speed. 3.0s. Button. Locked. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Choose the hayloft. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Combat. Button. Health. Button. Button. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipment. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Level 3. Go back. Button.
Yay! Yeah. Very good. Right. We're level 3 on defense. Probably we might want to make sure we can hit the enemy.
Go back. Button.
So maybe we'll level
Go back,
up our
button.
chance to hit the enemy.
Equipment. Button. Skills menu. Button.
We can also see if we can go to a different
Equipment.
combat spot.
Button. Health. 1. Button. Locked. Button. Locked. Choose combat spot. Button. Choose combat spot. Combat level 4. The hayloft. Combat levels. 2, 4. Spider.
Let's see if we can choose a new
level,
combat
2.
spot.
Question
We're
mark.
still level 4.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. The hayloft. Heading. Toggle held. Show drops for rabbit. Image. Rabbit stats. A player attack speed. 3.0. Enemy attack speed. Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to defense. Ink defense. Level 3 defense experience. 135/210. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Choose combat spot. Combat level 4.
We might do some more defense.
The hayloft. Combat. Spider. Combat level. Question mark.
Just see if I can
Question
choose a
mark.
different combat spot.
Question mark. Lock. Requires combat level 5. Combat. Button.
So we need to get to level 5 to go to a
Cellular.
new lot.
4 of 4
Okay.
bar.
That's.
The hayloft.
I think we, at
Combat
least we
level.
understand that.
2, 4.
now. Let's go. Woo-doo-doo-doo. I hate screen peek. Developer, can we please make sure you can't see your telephone screen at the top? That'd be great. It breaks immersion. So that's going to be on my list of things to work on improving. Screen peek is, it's just one of my most obnoxious things that I cannot stand about games, where you can see your cellular data, and that just ruins it for me, because I want to immerse myself in the game I'm playing. So I do not want to see my cellular data status bar. I can always get to that if I need to. You know, all I have to do is swipe up from the bottom of my screen with a voiceover, and I can get to my cellular data anytime I want to. And besides, cellular data is meaningless. If it's not on, you don't have cellular data. So again, I hate that as a status bar thing is always peeking through on games. I call it peak, but it's terrible. It's not peak in a good way, peak in a bad
Combat.
way.
Button.
So we can get rid of
Lock.
that peak.
Requires
That'd be
combat
great.
level. Lock. Lock.
Just mask it
Question
over.
mark.
Just pull the interface
Question
over
mark.
it.
Question mark. Spider. The hayloft. Combat level. The hayloft. The hayloft. Player attack speed. 3 point. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Defense. Level 3 equip. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button.
Let's get some
Go
more
back.
defense.
Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat.
Get some more defense.
Go back. Button. Go back. Equipment. Start combat. Stop combat.
Getting to level 4
back,
defense
button.
would be good.
Go back. Button. Equipment. Skills menu. Button. Health. 1. Start combat. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Equipment. Button. Equipment. Button. Skills menu. Equip. Combat. Health. Button. Button. Choose combat. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Swap weapon. Image. Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Defense. Level. Button. Lock. Settings. More setting. Shop. Inventory. Skill. Equipment. Swap weapon. Image. Equipped weapon. Defense. Equip. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equip the halo. Toggle held. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equip the halo. Toggle held. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Swap weapon. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. App switcher. Idle Iktah.
Let's
Active.
change our
Noise.
music.
Active.
We're doing pretty good here. We're
My
going to
noise.
change our
Favorites.
music real
Nav
quick.
bar. Top of screen. Favorites. Back button. Favorite. Edit. Button. Warp speed and 88 keys. Warp speed and flying warp speed and 88 keys. 88 keys. Warp speed. Warp speed and flying fortress.
Okay, what are we in the mood for
Warp speed
here?
and flying fortress and white rain in the fireplace, and you've come a long way. The fireplace. White rain. 45%. Adjustable. Sub bass. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. App switcher. My noise. Active. Idle Iktah. Active. Idle Iktah. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Swap weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to defense. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Health. Choose combat. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Swap weapon. Image. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Equipment. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hay. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. But. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hit. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. But. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start the hayloft. The hayloft. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. But. Go back. Start the hayloft. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. But. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. But. Go back. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. But. Stop combat. Level 4. Go back. Button.
All right. Let me put my microphone back on. I was just in the zone. Let's put my microphone back on. Let's go see if we averaged up our combat power. All right. Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone.
You were defeated.
All right.
You were
my
defeated.
microphone should just about
go
be
back,
settling
button,
down.
Go back. Button.
All right.
Go
Let's
back,
now
button,
go see
hayloft,
if we
head.
went up in combat level.
Button. Lock. Button. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Choose
All right,
combat
let's
spot.
check,
Choose
yeah.
combat spot. Combat level 4.
No, we're still level 4. Okay, let's level up our strength again. So it looks like we need to get our average level up a little bit more. So let's work on
hayloft.
strength for a while.
Combat levels.
We got
Combat level 4.
Let's check the levels we
Combat
did on
level
our
4.
defense,
Go back. Combat
and then we'll
levels
work
are
on
used
strength
to
for a
unlock
while.
things like your combat. This is your combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Lock. Requires combat level 10.
Okay.
Equipment. Combat. Button. Lock. Lock.
Okay.
Requires lock. Require question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Spider.
Okay.
Combat. The hayloft. Combat levels. The hayloft. The hayloft. Rabbit. Player attack speed. 3.0 s. Enemy attack speed. 3. Spot weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to defense. Increases chance to avoid enemy attacks. Defense. Level 4 defense experience. 210/295. Change selected combat skill to defense. Change selected combat skill to attack.
Not bad.
Improve-
Next
change
level,
selected combat skill
295.
to strength.
Let's work on
Determines
strength
how hard you
for a
can
minute.
hit. Strength. Level 2 strength experience. 66/133. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Button.
Yeah, let's get this up. Let's get this to level 4. Okay. Thank you very much for everybody who are joining me. We are playing Idle Iktah. It is one of the newest, coolest games out there. It does take some work. It's a hardcore game. It's not roguelike, so if you die, you do come back immediately. So you can keep dying and coming back and fighting, but it is really, truly RPG mechanics because you have to bring your character up from just level 1 and you have to struggle. And I love it because the developer pulls no punches. So if you want to know where to find this game, you can check it out in my description. And the link is there to the iOS App Store. You could pick it up there. Swing by the rating section and rate it high, 5 stars. Give them your opinion. If there are any bugs, email the developer. He'll take care of it. If there's anything special you want to teach me, tell me, give me to know about the game, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Be a channel friend. Channel friends are people who are watching all my videos, including all ads and everything, and they are making sure that they weigh in on things that I'm doing in the games. And being a channel friend is as simple as being a friend. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and that is always a good policy. And I appreciate all of you. I understand. I apologize. I haven't checked out all of your comments, but you all are awesome, and I appreciate you. But yeah, you can check out everything you need to know in the description. And of course, those of you who are very experienced with Idle Iktah, you can leave lots of cool tips and tricks for those in the comment, and I appreciate those. So I think it is time for perhaps one more bio and maybe one more coffee refill. So we're gonna work on defense next, okay? So give me a moment here. I'm gonna put on my waiting room music, and I'll be right back.
Hey, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Somebody just joined the party line. Hello, who's this? Hello? Are you there? This is the party line. Can you hear us? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hey! Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Line. Who is this? Well, we've got something for you playing at the cinema later today. He knew she was in the house. She knew he was in the house. They knew they were in the house. What happens next? The latest feature from Scare Films. I know you're in the house.
Almost ready. Here I come.
Hello, how you doing over there? Can I take your order? Hey, I said hello there. Can I take your order? Looky here, pal. I don't got time to be playing games. I got a busy kitchen over here. What do you need? All right there, you had your chance over there. Forget about it. Get the fuck. No, hold on. Hello? Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Just about back. Ooh,
Can you hear me?
I'm getting a little frosty.
Hello? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. Hello? 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 Is anybody there? Hello?
All right. We're just about back. Alexa, how much time left on my timer?
You have 23 minutes left on your 2-hour timer.
We got 23 minutes left, folks, so we are doing really good. I wanted to play for a couple hours today to get some more progress in, and looks like everything is working out fantastic. Putting on my microphone. So yeah, we're doing great. All right. This is going to be the last. That was the last break. Thank you for your patience. I have my last cup of Iktah coffee, and we are going to finish off the last 20 or so minutes here, just grinding away. And definitely check out the entire playlist. I appreciate you when you do that. That is great. Happy New Year. Hope everyone's having a great time. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of flus running around. Merry Christmas if I missed you on Christmas. I know I was really sick right after Christmas, so I didn't do my usual Christmas episodes. But I promise you lots of goodness this year. Lots of card games, role-playing games, building games, roguelikes, all the cool stuff, adventure games. We're going to have a lot of fun this year. We're going to have a great time, I promise you and me. You will not be lonely as long as you come here. I will entertain you, and I will keep you happy, and I am your friend. So if you need someone to chit-chat with, please comment. I usually respond to chats and comments. I need to find a easier way to talk with people while I'm playing. I'm probably going to have to learn to get Discord to work. I don't have very good luck with Discord. Otherwise, I could talk with you guys while I play, which would be great. Again, I might have to set it as one of my goals this year to be able to chat while I play. I'll work on that. It's just been really tough to do it. All right, last 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start grinding away. My microphone is by a lanyard, so I'm going to take it off. If I level up, I'll bumble around a little bit, and then you'll hear me put the microphone back on. So for now, we're going to grind away, and the music is my noise. Live, work, play, content create. It's the best. My noise is absolutely awesome. And definitely, if you are really cool like that, support them, pick up their app, and purchase everything. Get the complete package. It's a one-time price, and you get everything forever. That is the best deal. I would get that if I were you. The game is Iktah. You can find the link to it in my description. The channel is Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything, including the thumbnails. I'm looking for charity. If you are an artist and you'd like to do some thumbnails, I am currently in between thumbnail artists right now. So if you're looking to do some work, you'd like to chat with me about that, reach out to me at Game Double Tap, GAMEDOUBLETAP @gmail.com. I'd love to chat with you about if you'd like to do some art, do some thumbnails, and you're willing to let me use that in perpetuity with no compensation. That'd be great. Currently right now, I'm looking for thumbnails. I'm looking for banners. Again, I will give you all the artist attribution that you want. We just don't monetarily have anything in the bank right now. So, but I will definitely mention you. I will shout out your website, shout out you. I'll definitely make your name known. But if you're looking to do some charity work, please reach out to me. I'd love to have your help. Looking for a music intro. If you are a music artist and you're willing to do some charity work, please reach out to me at gamedoublетap@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you about promoting your music here in the channel. If you are willing to let us use it in just with attribution, that'd be great. And free of cost, we will play your music on our channel. And if you have some resources you'd like to point me toward, folks, go ahead and do so in the comments. If you're a developer, I'd love to work with you and chat with you and, maybe have an interview and have a sit down and talk. That'd be great. If you're a player and you're really big on Idle Iktah, and you'd like to do a little Let's Play together, I'm willing to work with you. If you are adept at Zoom and you know how to turn on your originating audio as we play back and forth, I am looking for someone who wants to play a little Let's Play collaboration at the same time, and I will record it for my channel. Again, you'll need to be able to speak and read English clearly. You'll also need to know how to operate Zoom well. You're also going to need to know how to use some of the advanced operations in Zoom, like originating audio, so that we can hear your voiceover and your gameplay. If you think that you qualify with all those skills, send me a comment and we'll work together and we'll do a little collaboration. It'll be maybe once a week and we'll play for a couple hours. You can play at whatever level you're at and I'll play at whatever level I'm at. So if you're interested in that, leave me an email or a comment and I will try to get back in touch with you. All right, so that is about it. I'm gonna go ahead and grind away here as I drink my coffee. Again, if you need to jet, please go for it. This video will be here, it is recorded. So I run it like a stream, but it is just recorded. So if you need to come back here and finish this off later today, that's great. I'm gonna try to release at least 4 to 5 videos a week here on Game Double Tap. And if you're looking for news and updates and cool stuff coming out, stuff to look forward to, sneak peeks, and not the kind of peeks I hate, but sneak peeks, the good peeks, swing by Gaming with Mike, accessibly every day. I'll have some more cool outlooks. Next upcoming game for us to be playing this week, and probably I'll play it tomorrow or Sunday, will be 6 Ages. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. I am so looking forward to that. It's going to be really, really, really fun. Don't forget, Easy Grind will be back. I am no longer sick, so I'm recovering, so never say never. Easy Grind will be coming back. Usually it's on the weekends, late nights, and stuff like that. So if you like to sit back, relax, chill, sleep, hear my voice in a nice, relaxed, chill, Wolfman Jack kind of way, go ahead and check out Easy Grind. Easy Grind's got a huge, long playlist. If you're a big fan on gacha RPGs, we have lots of cool games like that. We've got Path of Adventure by Jordan Key. It's a great little game. You can check it out on the channel. I've played extensively through every single class in there. No, I haven't beaten the Ring Bearer. I have beaten it, but I haven't beaten it on record. 2 different things, I'll tell you. It's really hard to... I've beaten the game on every single class, but boy, it's hard to record it at the same time. Because the one time I beat the Ring Bearer without dying, I wasn't recording at the time. I was sitting in my bed doing it. A lot of good that does. If you're interested in MMOs that are accessible, check out my Lost Vault. Lost Vault is absolutely amazing. The Quartet. You can check that out. If you like sci-fi space adventures, check out Beyond the Chiron Gate by John Alief. Lost Vault is by Camille Rakowski. If you are looking for stuff from Sortie Quest, you can check out Game. I've got about 80, 90 different episodes of Sortie Quest on Game. Pretty simple to follow. There's a huge Sortie Quest community. I may be a little out of date, but you can still check out my Let's Plays. They're pretty fun. You can find that on Game. I don't currently have anything on this channel right now. You want to check out Dog Life, Magic Research, Conjury, if you're looking for card roguelike battles, Planet Life. I've got a little bit of everything. I've got lots of card roguelike games. I've got lots of adventure action games. You can check it out. I've got RPG and RP-like gaming combined. So I got Zombie Exodus. I got Evelyn's Farm on Game and Game Double. I don't think I have Evelyn's Farm on Game Double Tap, but definitely, if you're looking for wonderful numbers of roguelikes and RPGs and RP-like gameplay, you've come to the right place. Excuse me. And yes, I am getting over a flu. I'm just about done with it, but the cough is nagging and it's ugly. Anyway, I'm going to grind this out here, folks. Thank you very much, and I'll come back at the end here to wish you goodbye. So if you need to jet, come back. I'm just going to right now grind out a little bit because I want to get a little closer to
Choose
getting my
combat
defense
spot,
to level 3,
button,
okay?
lock,
So here we
equipped
go.
Weapon,
Thank
unarmed,
you so much.
Swap weapon, image. Equipped weapon, start combat, button, stop combat. Go back, button, go back, button. Start combat, button, stop combat. Go back, button, go back, button. Start combat, button, stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Choose combat spot, but start combat, but stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Start combat, button, stop combat. Go back, go back, start the hayloft. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, the start combat, stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, equipment, start combat, stop combat.
Nice.
Go back, start combat, stop combat. Go back, start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back, start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back, start the hayloft, start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, go back. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button, go back, button. Equipment, button. Combat, button. Health, button. Lock, button. Choose combat spot. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button. Go back, button. Equipped weapon, unarmed. Start combat, stop combat. Go back, button. Go back. Swap weapon. The hayloft. Heading. Swap weapon. Change selected combat skill. Strength. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Equipped weapon. The toggle health. Equipped weapon. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start the hayloft. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start the hayloft. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start the hayloft. The hayloft. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Choose combat spot. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Go back. Choose combat spot. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Strength. Level 2. Health. 1. Combat. Button. Equipment. Button. Health. 1. Combat. Button. Equipment. Health. Button. Locked. No tome. 0. Button. Image. Button. No tome. 0. Choose combat spot. No tome. 0. Button. Image.
No tome. That's something weird. All right, putting my microphone back on. I just heard something weird.
Start combat. Button. Equipped weapon.
All
Unarmed.
right. So
Strength.
some
Level
weird
2 strength
no
Victorian.
tome. I don't know what the
Equipment.
hell does that
Button.
mean.
Combat. Button. Health. 1. Button. Lock. No tome. 0. Button. Image. Player attack speed. 3.0s.
I don't know what that means.
Enemy attack speed.
It doesn't tell me. I'm
3.0s.
gonna see if I can double tap
SWAT
it.
weapon. Image. Change selected combat skill to strength.
It didn't say. It doesn't
Determines how
say
hard you
anything.
can
No
hit.
tome. It's some weird
Max
stuff.
hit equals
pops
1
up.
plus strength /3. Button. Strength. Level 2 strength experience. 132/133.
Don't know what that no tone means.
Equipped weapon. Combat. Button. Health. Button. Lock. No tone. 0.
Oh, we just
Choose
need one
combat
more.
spot.
Let's
Button.
finish this up.
Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
We should get to
Go
combat
back,
level 5
button.
soon.
Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Getting ready for our level
Go
up
back.
music.
Button. Go back.
We
Start
look forward
combat.
to that
Button.
music.
Stop combat. Level 3. Go back. Button.
Yay! We got our level up music. Oh, we got to reward ourselves.
Go back. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. The hayloft. Heading. Toggle held. The hayloft.
Let's go
Toggle
check and what to see
Show
what our
drop
combat
score.
level is
Rabbit
now.
stats. A player attack speed 3.0s. Equipment. Button. Combat. Button. Health. 1. Button. Lock. No tone. 0. But choose combat spot. Button. Choose combat spot. Combat level 5. The hayloft. Combat spider.
Let's see what our combat
level
is.
2. Question mark.
Yay, we are combat
Question
level
mark.
5. Cool. Let's see if we can go
Question
to a
mark.
different spot.
The forest. Combat levels 610. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. The forest. The forest. The forest.
All
Heading.
right, the forest. Okay.
Toggle held.
That's coming
Show
up.
drops 4. Fox. Image. Fox.
Can we go to the forest? See, can we go to the forest?
Fox
All right,
stats.
cool.
Attack 8. Strength 8. Defense 8.
Oh,
Hit
we can
points,
find a fox.
10.
How cute. Oh, foxes are so adorable, though. Ooh, he's big. Okay, I have a couple of possibilities. One of the things, okay, I'm going to add a couple more things. And we've been talking about stuff we're working on and stuff that is definitely A+ across the board. Sounds are great. Sound effects, as I mentioned before, are A+ across the board. Something I like to work on here. When something dies, it's really hard to tell what the sound is. I know when we die, it sounds like bleh, we just fall down. Can we make that a little bit more human sounding? Like maybe, I understand. Some of you hate that. You can make it so that we fall on our face, but again, it's really hard to know that we died. Number 2, it'd be kind of great if we could know when a monster is killed. I understand they're dying because we're leveling, but knowing that they
Equipped
died
weapon.
would be great
Unarmed.
too. That's
Strength.
it for that. That's all I
Change
wanted to
selected
mention.
combat
That.
skill to strength.
All right, let's find
Determines
our
how hard
first
you can
fox,
hit.
and I'm going to wrap this
Max hit
video
equals
up.
1 plus strength. Level 3 strength experience. 138/210.
Let's.
Equipped weapon. Unarmed. Start combat. Button. Stop combat.
Let's do strength for a little bit. Let's do strength.
Go back. Button. Go back.
Let's see how
Button.
strong these foxes are.
Start combat. Button. Stop combat. Go back. Button. Go back. Button. Start combat. Stop combat. Go back.
I guess these
button.
foxes are strong. Alexa, stop. These foxes seem quite strong. We're going to wrap it up right there. It's been about 2 hours, so we've been playing for quite some time. We'll keep leveling. Idle Iktah, maybe Sunday. Maybe I'll come back Sunday or Monday and play some more. Probably later today if I have the energy. If not, Conjury tomorrow. Back to Conjury, of course. Having a lot of fun with that one. Of course, I think Idle Iktah is going to be more of our long-term gameplay. Hopefully this will be part of our big 3 games that, we play a lot. We play a lot of card roguelike games. We play Lost Vault, and I'd like to think that Idle Iktah is going to be one of our long-term games we play here on the channel. But that's it for us today, folks. Thank you very much for coming to Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything for your blind and visually impaired needs and greeds and funds. And thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. Be careful out there. Be careful out there as you can. And be careful. Make sure your guide doggy has his little booties on. We all know how much they love those boots, right? But please be careful out there. Look out for that flooding. Look out for those sewer grates that are loose and missing. And please be safe out there. Look out. Get your flu shot. Get your whatever vaccines you need to get. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Whatever you believe in. Whatever news you prescribe to. And definitely keep coming back here. We're going to have much cool stuff this year. We're going to have a lot of new games. We're going to stay positive. We're going to have a great time. I really appreciate all of you. And as I say, keep gaming, keep double tapping, and I'll hear you soon.
Screen
Take
recording
care.